incident in aisle 7 is brilliantly animated, and I laughed out loud at one point as well. This is the second segment of the 10th episode of the first season of Rugrats. I don't remember this episode from my childhood either. I'm beginning to think that season 1 just completely wasn't a thing when I was younger, because none of these are coming back to me. But they're still beautiful Rugrats nostalgia anyway. And in this episode, Grandpa decides to take Tommy to the supermarket or the grocery store to get some fudgy treats, and while Tommy's there, he's on the hunt for some Reptar cereal, and Grandpa is too distracted with this calculator that Tommy wanders off to try and find it, and while he's looking for this cereal, he causes so much chaos. And I will say it's wonderfully animated. There's a lot of detail in this. We get to see all kinds of things in the supermarket, and it's really brilliantly done. You do need to suspend disbelief quite a lot. This is one of those episodes. There are episodes of the Rugrats that feel quite realistic. This one, not the case. But as long as you can look past that, I think you'll find it quite good fun. There are some things that are very well written. For example, when Stu is telling Grandpa how to use the calculator, he says a whole bunch of number things, which doesn't actually make any sense. But when you're younger and you're a young child, you don't really realise that he's basically talking nonsense, and it just sounds like it's really complicated. I think that was well written. And the bit that I laughed out loud at, I won't tell you exactly what it is, but it's what Stu says after Didi says, I hope they come back with more than 40 boxes of fudgy things, or whatever it is. And then Stu says something afterwards, and I genuinely laughed out loud, and I thought it was very effective. I also love how Tommy kept saying Reptar, and the adults kept thinking he was trying to just say other words. I think Didi said he was saying riff-raff at one point. Very, very well written episode, and very well animated as well. A lot to look at any one time. And the scenes in the grocery store are just beautifully done. And yeah, as long as you can look past the fact that it's rather unrealistic, I'd say it's pretty enjoyable. Yeah, sure, I don't remember it from my childhood. This is a running theme with season 1 for some reason. But I still think it was pretty good. The animation's still a little rough around the edges here and there, but it's still enjoyable and still wonderfully nostalgic and a lot of fun.